This is the English Podcast Network, providing you with quality podcasts since 2016.
They always keep it classy.
No disrespect, but
yeah, no disrespect, bro.
Disrespectful shit.
But yo, got a fat ass and they in the background. That's some big titties.
They are very sophisticated.
We're smart, man. We're smart motherfuckers. That's why this is the best podcast, because we're smart motherfuckers regardless of what my family thinks about it.
No matter what my kindergarten teacher said, I'm gonna be somebody.
And they're so cool.
My group of friends were a good group of friends. We weren't gangbangers. We were drinkers, smokers,
Bitch getters.
This is the Sorry I'm Not Sorry podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to the Sorry I'm Not Sorry podcast. It's me, the DEP. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at DEP_sins. I'm here with my best friend, my main man. Who is it?
It's your boy. It's always your boy. It's Holly.
Yo, when you first started the song, I thought it was the original sample. I was like, oh, this nigga getting real fancy out here. But then I heard the lyrics. I was like, aight. So
That's sublime.
So how you been, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Yo, you know what's hilarious about the summertime? Summertime. The living's easy.
Sundresses?
Yeah. How'd you know? How'd you know I was gonna say that?
Were you?
Mm.
Oh no, I was just being.
I literally started wearing sundresses, and my nuts get so much air nowadays. It's crazy.
Got it.
Yo, I swear I recommend it. Sundresses.
Princess is gonna punch you in the face if she catch you wearing those sundresses outside in the yard.
She don't wear sundresses. You didn't see me get up just now, did you?
Yes, I did. So,
Sorry.
yeah. Oh, welcome everybody. It's the summer.
I was trying to kill a bug.
Oh,
sorry to all the listeners in the video. I might have exposed myself that because I'm not wearing any pants.
That's fucking weird. Sundresses. That was the last thing we were speaking.
But you know what? I'm not wearing underwear either. I'm Donald ducking.
No, we're not gonna do this. We will not do this. Save that conversation for upstairs.
It's funny because when I talk to her about that, she says, "Save that conversation for Depp."
Oh man! At least you get conversation.
Yo, she is so scared of fucking bugs. It's so crazy how scared she is of bugs.
Yo, my wife too. I'm just like, oh, that one actually eats brains. Don't worry.
Yeah. He's just a cannibal. Don't worry about it. It's so funny because shout out to Corey Cool, CUNY Radio. Today's his birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, old man.
Yeah, man.
I love you, bro.
I was over at his crib because he lived right around the block. And Shorty calls me like, yo, I need you to come home right now because there is a bug over the bed and you have to kill it. I can't go to bed. If I wouldn't have come home at the time that she needed me to, which I was still
sitting in the fucking living room.
Not even. She would have got the kids up and took them to Queens to her parents' crib.
Wow.
Yeah. She's that scared of bugs. She's literally that scared of bugs. It's almost sad if it weren't so hilarious.
Yo, so my wife isn't that bad, but it's enough to like annoy me if I'm downstairs and she's like, "It's a bug, come get it." I'm like,
yeah.
Is he fucking talking? Why are you screaming at me like that? Like, I'm just having a beer, sitting down. Why are you acting this way? I don't get it. But she turned my daughter into it now, and my daughter in her cute voice, she be like, "I'm scared." I'm like, shut up. But our brothers hold her down.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So today for Core's birthday, she sang happy birthday to him.
Yeah. And then kept singing it.
Yeah, for an hour. It's like, shut the fuck up.
For the next half an hour.
Happy birthday. I'm like, shut up.
They started singing happy birthday to you eventually. Like,
yeah, happy birthday.
they sang all the way into December.
I'm like, it ain't my motherfucking birthday. That's how I know y'all don't care about me. It's July. It ain't my motherfucking birthday.
That's fucking hilarious. It's sad, man. I mean, the bugs are out, and I can't stand these shits. But I mean, to be that scared of bugs, it's like there's I found a grasshopper in the basement.
Did you jump on him?
No, he almost jumped on me though.
And the bitch came out.
Yeah, I was like, ah! But I got rid of that nigga. I mean, I got it. I got him to go away. But then she's seen him. She ain't been down here since. And when the washer and dryer is down here, so we gotta. She's just like, yo, take my laundry, wash it for me, bring it back upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck?
It sounds like a gimmick.
Why you have me around here doing the women's work?
Yo, did I tell you? Oh, so my wife does the laundry. I do not know how to do laundry. Not gonna lie. I don't know how to iron.
You're a man. You're not supposed to know how to do laundry. That's a woman's job.
Shut up. I don't do a really good job at it. So,
your drawers still got doodle stains in it when you wash them.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm a grown ass man.
Like, you ain't washing doodle stains out.
I ain't got no skin marks to my drawers.
You're right. Cum stains.
Oh man.
Title.
Yeah, I was gonna. I won't. We'll just let the episode progress, and I was like, and I'll see if that turns into a title. But yo, my wife shrunk my Burberry sweater. Told me about it, but then said if I got a problem, I can do my own fucking laundry.
Oh my gosh,
I was like,
that is cruel.
That's a $400 sweater. What the fuck?
Goodness gracious! First of all, for a $400 sweater, that shit better not shrink. I don't care what the fuck I do with it.
It was cashmere.
Don't matter. $400. So
yeah.
that shit better take me out to eat. I better put this shit on and get $400 worth of pussy.
What's $400 worth of pussy like? I mean, that could be once. That could be 40 crackheads. Like, what is $400 worth of pussy? I know what $40 of pussy is like.
It's just a chick that makes at least $400 in her income.
At least? Oh,
at least.
Gosh.
I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
I guess when you think about it like that, when you fucking a girl, as long as she's working, you're also fucking her income. So.
I was going to say fucking her mind, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, that just comes with it comes with the game. It's part of the game. But but I guess you can think about it that way. So you women, I was gonna say bitches, but I changed it.
You bewitch women.
You be women.
These women. Oh, women. These hoes, Holly. All these hoes, bitches.
You women got to step it up because you're only worth, your pussy's worth your income. That's it.
Is it even that?
Your pussy's only worth your income. Because if I'm fucking you and you ain't got no job, then your pussy's not even worth a stroke. Why should I do the work?
Listen,
if you don't have a job and I'm fucking you, you should be doing all the work, which means I should be starfishing, laying on my back like this, and you doing all the work because you need to show yourself worth.
You need to prove why you are here, man. Earn your keep. You had crab legs today. You know what that means? Everybody, the foolishness never stops. But yo, like honestly, man, I feel good, man. Like you said, it's the summertime. Yo, it's been like 90 degrees, like steady here. I'm like, fuck.
Y'all didn't get rain today?
Nah, we didn't get no rain.
Yeah, we got mad rain, which was good because my grass is starting to look all burnt out because we don't get. My house doesn't have a lot of shade
Mm-hmm.
because it's like the front of the house gets just the front right outside the gate gets most of the shade. So the sun is just beating up the grass, burning it out. So I gotta like water it every 2 days. So the rain actually helped me out.
Yeah.
But it was pouring today.
It's God's growing hand.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I can't stand the heat. I can't stand fucking heat. Like I'm sitting here sweating. I got paper towels here because I'm sitting here patting my brow every 2 seconds because I can't fucking take heat.
Like
And
a church pastor.
there are people in this house, I'm not going to say who, that don't believe in air conditioners.
Really?
Uh,
So if you come to my house is on 76 degrees all
Nice.
year long.
Right.
In the winter is 76, in the summer is 76. Like
Nice.
anything less than that, I'm cold, I'm complaining,
You keep
I'm
the change.
shivering.
I'm not filthy rich, but bitch, I'm belly broke. Best keep you hooked like dope.
I'm trying to think.
Who is that? Name that
I was
hotline.
outlining that, right? That's what
Son, call me. Son, only try because find out been a wife. And that's like, you should learn how to treat her. Guaranteed knows how to read it and read it. People in the call me because I push a Lex and I rock a Rolex and I lounge on Lex and I love sex. And you know,
this shit is escaping me, but I know this motherfucking song. Who is it?
Peter Guns.
Dude,
Got crazy game, but our town's all the same. Brooklyn got crazy loot.
Yo, where is Peter Guns, man? I'm pray for him. He got like 1,100 kids.
Yeah, wasn't he doing a reality TV show?
Yeah, he was on Love and Hip Hop in New York for a while. And
meanwhile,
he kept
making his son look bad.
Oh, he was on Corey Gunn's show too.
Oh, he was? Corey Guns had a show?
He had a show on MTV where he was like battling that gun charge or whatever the case may be. I was just listening to 6-7 and I was like, what happened to Corey Guns? I like that kid.
You were listening to 6-7?
It's a song. Isn't it 6-7?
Oh, 6 for 7 for okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking about that song the other day. Where to my mama, I'm out of my llama mean, no one is even the drama mean, get some drama mean. Yeah, he was nice.
Yo, honestly, you know a song, you know 2 songs that always make me like turn up for some reason?
What's that?
Truffle Butter and Fuck for Free. This dick's so good. I just be around the house singing it. And
yeah, I remember that song. I haven't heard that song in a while. I'm gonna have to listen to that one.
Yeah, it was on one of my playlists, and I was like, I like this shit.
Yeah.
Then I realized I don't like Drake. I like refuse to like fuck with him.
Aubrey.
I just can't get with it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, you know.
But you on call on CUNY Radio, you guys made a good point that this is how many people felt about Jay-Z back in the day. Now, I will not.
That's how I felt about it. I didn't like Jay-Z back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
He was too commercial for me. I liked that. I liked that super lyrical shit.
So what have you been listening to anything lately?
Well, I've been listening to anything, all the different new stuff, but I mean, as far as shit that's bumping in the car, man, it's always gonna be Griselda.
I can listen to their shit in like short spurts because I just get angry.
Well, yeah, make you wanna fight, make you wanna rob somebody.
Yeah, I want to be here slapping my kids out the dinner table. Like, shut the fuck up. Gang.
Yeah. The Griselda bumps in the whip. Chloe and Halle.
Yeah, their project is dope, man.
It's good. And that song, Forgive Me, the very first song on the album, That's my shit right there. I mean, I
And I
fucking
just think
love that
they're
show.
like so beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful little girls, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's not on some Jeffrey Epstein shit. That's on some.
No.
They're just
Definitely not.
so. I guess you want to jump into it, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I gotta watch his I gotta watch his documentary. I started watching the first episode. I started watching the first episode and I was like, damn, this is gonna get gruesome. They his girl that was helping him, train up, raise these little girls to be
something Maxwell.
his sex toys.
Something.
I think her name is Griselda.
No. It's like Gethsemane Maxwell or some shit.
Gethsemane.
She's named after the voice where they came and captured Jesus.
I mean, she's not an attractive woman.
Yeah, well, I would think that she starts to rot from the inside out when you do that kind of shit.
When you're doing the devil's work, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Look at Kellyanne Conway.
She just got arrested because I guess they were able to put stuff together to let it be known that she was helping breed these girls to be Jeffrey Epstein and others sex machines.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So basically they had their own kind of like sex trade going on.
They said Jeffrey Epstein had a private island where he like invited like grown ass men to come have sex with little girls. So
what it was from what I understand, he wasn't necessarily inviting people over to have sex with little girls. It seemed more like he was having sex with little girls and he was inviting people over to the island. And then when they saw what he was doing, and they were like, "Nigga, you can get away with this shit.
I can have sex with little girls too."
I think I'm gonna, yeah. Maybe the next time I come, save me a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Title?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's bad, man. Like, it's funny because when anybody else is dealing with, when it's just so funny how white people get away with shit for so long.
Yeah.
It's just so funny because the sex trade is such a big thing now. But this is not the first time. It wasn't the first time before Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. It wasn't the first time that they found out that he was doing this shit.
No, they fucking didn't know about it. He just had
that money, man.
That money. The black book with names in it.
Yeah.
Of people who came and partook in his exercises.
Do you think he did that on purpose to have something against those people?
Absolutely.
For gain?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's that's a little crazy to think about.
It's crazy,
and it's going to take a half ugly chick to help you to help you rule that world.
Yeah, listen. 2 niggas, Jeffrey and Gethsemane. I won't even look up her real name. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's sad, man. So, do you think?
I'm sorry.
She's gonna kill herself? You think she's gonna kill herself because they saying that she's cooperating.
I don't think she's gonna kill herself, but she's gonna kill herself.
Yo, I think, first of all, Jeffrey Epstein. See, the funny thing is, if Jeffrey Epstein, the reason why I don't think that he had that stuff, that he had record of people to I lost my train of thought. The reason why I don't think that he had people to that he had the record of people to be able to use it against him is because he ended up dying in anyway without being able to cooperate and be able to air people out.
So that was his intent. He was planning on cooperating, and then he killed himself.
Okay, I get it. But this one here may not be as easy to get to because now they might be like, you know, there's I'm sure there's people who know that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, and they're gonna make sure that she doesn't kill herself.
Listen, if
so they could actually get everybody else. But
if they can kill JFK, they can kill her.
yeah, I guess so. You're right. I mean, it's a different time though. We're talking the '60s.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of motherfucking people.
The same people.
It's that same like cohort of like disconnect.
Yeah, I gotta watch the documentary. It's gonna make me angry.
I can't watch
it. Speaking of documentaries, I wanted to save this for the "What You Watching" thing, but I started watching.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about what you watching.
I started watching the 13th again because we were doing it for the we were supposed to watch it for the Thursday. How did that go though? Because I was like I put in like a 16-hour shift that night.
So we didn't talk about 13th because a lot of people aren't there, but we just shot the shit for like 2 hours. So next week we're gonna do the 13th again.
Yo, that fucking movie that documentary gets me every time that I watch it. And this is probably like my third time watching it over.
It was my second time again.
Yo, it's major. It really bothers me that there are Black people in this world that can actually say systematic oppression never existed. It's the fact that Black people are lazy, and we want to live off welfare, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that whole
and to say that racism is over. It's like, so the way I think about it, it's like, yo, how so you blame Black people, you saying that Black people have to take accountability for being poor, for being lazy, and for being violent. When you watch the 13th and you see that a Nixon advisor came out and said that his war on drugs campaign was directed specifically towards Black people
and hippies,
because they put weed on hippies, heroin on Black people. I don't know how they put heroin on Black people, but
the harder drugs. It was all of it.
Right.
Cocaine and heroin. It was cocaine and heroin.
Jazz era.
As crack wasn't out.
And they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing because they needed to repay the South.
Yep.
For fucking up the Southern economy by from the Emancipation Proclamation, the freedom of slaves.
Yeah, I'm nodding. I gotta stop doing that. It's a podcast.
So to understand that, and to now, and to in 2020 be like there was never any such thing as systematic oppression. It's like, where's your mind at, really? Like it's like, so if Black people, and this was in what, the 60s, 70s?
So Nixon was
It was the 70s.
Yeah.
Because LBJ,
it was the mid 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, LBJ and what's his name was the 60s.
Yeah. And LBJ signed.
Kennedy.
LBJ signed in 1964.
Civil
rights in the voter bill in 65, I think it was.
Right. And look at that. We weren't able to even vote like that until then. So if Black people have to take accountability for being lazy, for wanting to live off welfare, the systematic oppression and racism has affected generations of people, generations of families, generations of wealth for our people. That in 2020, which is not, we're talking 70s, we're talking 40 years. We're talking 40 years. That's not that many generations of people.
That's one generation.
Right. So there's families of people who are still trying to recover from shit that was happening in the 70s, which carried on into the 80s because Ronald Reagan did the same thing. Incarcerated so many black people because they treated crack as a crime instead of a mental
sickness.
Yeah, instead of a mental sickness, which is what they're doing now in the opioid crisis because it's affecting so many white people. It's so fucked up that people are still recovering. There are families and generations still recovering from that systematic oppression.
So,
how could you blame black people but not blame the people who put that shit in order? Like, there's people there's literally generations of families who are still recovering from this type of bullshit, this type of systematic oppression, systematic racism, systematic injustice. But
from this system that was put in place,
that put it in place. But what do you have to say about the people who put it in place? All of a sudden they're not racist anymore. All of a sudden this system isn't racist anymore. This system is giving us the opportunities that we all need and deserve. No, that shit still needs work just as much as black people still need work from the damage. Like, are you kidding me?
Yo,
black people, these black Republicans and black Trumpers are so fucking stupid.
So you can be black and be a Republican.
You can.
Because it's identifying with
You say you can or you can't?
Can.
You can. Okay. Yes. Right.
Identifying with conservative views.
Right.
Conservative government spending.
Right.
Religion, being pro-life.
Right.
These are just some of the characteristics.
Right.
But like the truth of the matter is, like you said, this system wasn't made for us to thrive in. And the few of us who have thrived, they look back and say, well, I did it. Why can't you?
Right.
I did it. I pulled myself up on my bootstraps.
Right.
Why can't you? And then the same thing goes for like the immigrant community. Right. They say, I had nothing. I pulled myself up by I put myself up by my bootstraps, and they look down. But Dr. King once said, he goes, how do you tell people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps if they don't have boots?
Right.
And it's real. So a very interesting statistic that's not very publicized, but during the subprime market crisis in 2008, 85% of black wealth was eradicated.
Fuck.
So and this is why I don't agree with people oh, I hope it's another recession so I can get a house for cheap and all this. And it's a very stupid, it's just stupid, it's selfish, and it's you don't have a real understanding of what these things mean. Right? People talk about the market.
It's going to affect us first.
Yeah, and worse.
And the worst, yeah. Right.
Because of the system. Yeah. So, but what I'm interested to see, honestly, is how are the poor whites going to make it out?
Well, that's the thing. The poor whites feel like they're all right because they have Trump. And Trump is going to be, and Trump is going to be their savior. That's the same mentality they've been putting in. And you realize that Nixon mentality, that Reagan mentality is the same bullshit that Trump is spewing right now.
Yeah, he's just regurgitating the same message.
The same shit, the same systematic racist bullshit. And there's a lot of black people out here that are praising this nigga. I was watching, that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show
Diamond
you
and Silk.
I wanted to show you this video on Judge Joe Brown.
Oh, I saw that shit.
about him saying Trump's not a racist.
Yeah, that he used to give people loans and money.
Yeah.
Like, let me explain something to you. Like, when I first saw it, I was just like, if I call you a racist and you show me a bit, and your frame of reference is 30 years ago, I didn't do one racist thing.
Yeah.
Then you're a fucking racist.
Yeah.
Like,
These people are so stupid. These people are so stupid. So and it's black Trumpers that are posting this shit and trying to be like, this is truth.
He loves me.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, okay, even if Trump isn't racist, he's damn sure good at influencing the people who are. And it's like,
he just speaks the language of the racist.
Right.
Well.
Right. But then people are like, well, he can't help who votes for him. And it's like, but okay, but the KKK never flocked to go listen to Martin and Malcolm speak.
No, right? And they were pretty captivating.
But you know what they do? They heil Trump like he's motherfucking like the Nazis did with Hitler. And I'm like, is that a coincidence? Coincidence or not? Yo, like, come on now.
Like, I saw this good post that was just like, only how a racist is an idiot? They wear symbols of the losers of several wars.
Yeah.
World War II, the Civil War, the Confederate flags.
Right.
Now, like, nobody brags about losing more than a racist.
Right. If you are the losing team, if you are a fan of a losing team in your favorite sport, more than likely you're gonna pick a different team to root for.
Unless you're a fucking racist. So
yeah, I guess so.
One thing that I am less concerned about like the open racists, like the neo-Nazis and the people that wear Confederate flags, because those are the people who, one, aren't in power, two, aren't well educated, three, usually teeter-tottering around the poverty line.
Right.
But it's the upper middle class, wealthy individuals who say things like, I have a black friend.
Right.
Or I don't see color. Or or say if you were in better behavior, these things wouldn't happen to you. Like those are the people I worry about because they're in positions to, one, change policy, two, impact people's everyday lives, and three, who are in positions of power in their workplace, in their like local community. That's very fucking dangerous to people of color, primarily black people.
All right, so you just brought me to a good segue right here. Let's hear what this nigga Gilly the Kid has to say. Share.
I can see.
All lives matter, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you white, black, blue, purple, brown, tangerine. Nigga, all lives matter. Y'all want a nigga to go out there head first, tell these motherfucking white people black lives matter. But my motherfucking black life didn't matter to the nigga that tried to execute me, to the nigga that shot me in my motherfucking wrist, stomach, and my foot. The nigga that tried to have my mama singing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye.
You had it coming.
My black life didn't matter to that nigga. All the niggas I knew been shot by niggas. And what about my nieces and nephews who half black and half white? Only 50% of their lives matter, nigga.
What?
And I understand the whole Black Lives Movement. We've been oppressed. We've been done wrong. Nigga, we do wrong to each other, nigga. We do more fucked up shit to each other than anybody.
That's horse shit.
But I woke up.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that there.
So there's so many things wrong with the statement.
Yeah.
Where do I begin? First off, right? he doesn't understand what Black Lives Matter to me. It's like a
Right.
movement.
Right, which most people don't. Most people who try to say the same bullshit don't.
Yeah, and he's from the same train of thought as Terry Crews,
Right.
where
Right.
he's saying it's Black Lives Better, but that's not
Right.
the intent, and that's not the message
Or
of the
Black Lives Matter only.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's not
Right.
the intent or the message of the Black Lives Matter movement. It's guys, like our lives matter.
Also,
Yes,
as well,
like, pretty much like
just as well as yours.
like we are. I am somebody,
Right.
and like people just fucking like go on these long rants. Like, what about black on black crime?
Yeah.
Like that is like one of the most dangerous terms in this fight
Right.
to break down oppression and systemic injustice.
Right. Right.
Because people say black on black crime, but they never say white on white crime
Right.
or white on black crime.
Not only do they not say white on white crime, but they don't say white domestic terrorism.
Oh no.
Because
they're white.
Because when Obama was in office and he was leaving the office, these white people were getting mad at him because he wasn't calling out Islamic terrorism.
Yeah, a radical Islamic terrorist.
Radical Islamic terrorism. But they failed to mention the white domestic terrorism. When you terrorize your own country, that makes you a traitor against your own country.
That's a good thing. Let me ask you this now: do they feel that these people that commit these acts are committing it against like black people, gay people, Islamic people? Those aren't citizens of the country. They don't belong here. So it's not
religious
domestic
people,
terrorism.
You know, that's the definition of it. That's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same reason why they flew planes into the damn. Flew planes into the damn World Trade. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking thing. But nobody calls shit like that out. But we're gonna call But black people are gonna call out black on black crime against themselves. It's like, come on now. And so
what's domestic terrorism to me right now?
What's that?
Excuse me. That's where I was going. The utter neglect by the federal government to address coronavirus.
Yeah.
So 3 million Americans have contracted the virus and 130,000 have died.
Yeah. So they can say that the government shouldn't be allowed to tell you that you have to wear a mask. They shouldn't be able to take your guns away from you. But you know what the government also isn't supposed to do? Kill black people unjustly. You know what I'm saying?
So killing anyone isn't just, no matter what.
Right. But right now, the focus is the black people that are being killed unjustly. The black people who are being executed by guns, by the hands, by the knees of police officers. But so they can have their movement on against COVID, which is a real thing, which is really out there killing people, which is really out there making people sick. But when cops are really out here killing black people for whatever reason they feel like they have to do, that they can't make it through the justice system. They can't make it to the court, to the jail, to the court, to see the judge, and then figure out whether they should, leave or stay or whatever.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that. We can't stand for that. But you can stand for your guns and your being able to be free.
Because they feel like they're protecting their whiteness and
but it's that
their country.
Right. That is there you go. because the country belongs to them and not to us. It doesn't matter when it's us trying to fight for our rights, because you're always going to have some backlash and some shit to say. Now, with that said, a lot of deaths been going on. A lot of black on black violence has been going on. And I'm only calling it black on black violence because in a time like this, we should all be uniting instead of being at war with each other. I don't know what the fuck is going on, that people are shooting at each other, killing each other, innocent bystanders, kids are getting hit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So you want to know what the I would say the recipe is that is causing this? Like, so one, it's the summer. Murders increase during the summer because it's hot.
Because hot,
And
people are angry.
people are irritable. People are angry.
I'm ready to kill somebody.
Right? So also, these people live in, I would say, substandard living. So they don't have the luxuries as, I didn't say a lot.
No, I'm saying, but people don't have jobs now because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Right, people losing their jobs. They're being furloughed. They're being let go because COVID. You can't hire nobody no more. I mean, everybody got losing their jobs. People are dying. It's like, what the fuck?
And then, like, people don't have luxuries as central air. Pools are closed. Right. Some places are food deserts. Right. So you create this environment, this pressure cooker, and then you point the finger, and then you judge when the pressure cooker explodes, right, or blows its top. Like, we have to address these things at the base, and a lot of I would say thought leaders of our generation, of our time, is saying you have to create economic opportunity for some of these people, because. And that doesn't mean take money and give it out to people. That means create workforce programs, invest in the community, give people the right to kind of earn for themselves. So I watched this Humans of New York, People of Humanity video a while ago, where it was a homeless guy, and he goes, every day I look for a job. Every day I don't get a job because I don't have an address to put on a job application.
Wow.
And he goes, every day I want to take a shower.
Gotta wait till it rains.
Yeah. And every day, I feel less and less like a man because people call me a bum every day. And he was saying the mental toll it takes on him. And I was like, wow, just the perspective, right? Now, if you take that same kind of, those same ingredients and you kind of scale it in a large community, that's very detrimental. Yeah. You flood that community with drugs. You flood that community with guns. Right? It's hey guys, hey, it's only so much. I'm gonna throw these guns in the middle. Y'all figure out who gets it.
Yo, that's there's no black people in a poor, and there's no black person, there's nobody in a poor and disenfranchised community who has gone to Peru to buy the purest cocaine.
Yep.
To bring it back to the hood.
To Russia to buy AK-47s.
Or to Russia to buy AK-47s to bring them into the hood. Them shits were brought there.
Yep.
And the Coast Guard said this.
Yep. All these things coming on government planes.
Yeah. For those who didn't see it, they turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
Those who listened to audio, I was imitating them turning a blind eye.
So, have you ever heard of a guy named Gary Webb?
I know a guy named Gary, but I don't know Gary Webb.
He was a reporter, white guy, who figured out that the American government was buying cocaine from Nicaragua to fund their war, and then creating crack cocaine and flooding like LA.
Wow.
He committed suicide by shooting himself in the head twice.
He smoked way too much crack.
No, listen, he shot himself in the head twice.
Yeah.
In the back of his head twice.
Oh, yeah. That completely makes sense. I believe it.
So that
I believe it.
Like that kind of shit. Like,
you know what it is? I heard once you pull that first trigger, when you pull the trigger the first time, it's like, nigga, I missed. And and you get it again, it's like, nigga, I got it. All right, I'm dead now.
I'm dead now. I thought about it. I'm dead now. But like seriously, like like what's not happening, right? So in like my line of work, like we talk about this, and I always used to scream about this. Like, what's the root cause? Like, you can tell me what's wrong, but I don't care about the symptom. What's the disease that's causing this problem?
Right.
Tell me the root cause. Right. And many people are just like, oh, black people shooting each other in Chicago. Where did they get the guns?
Right.
Who created this environment?
Right.
Who created a food desert?
Right.
Like, who created the scenarios that are killing these people?
Well, just because your stupid black ass got out, because I did, you did.
Yeah.
We got out of shit like that. We at first, I mean, to be honest, the neighborhoods that our parents brought us into didn't really, we had that problem, but we didn't have to be around it. We didn't have to be completely exposed to it to live by that shit. There's plenty of other areas in the country who have to be exposed to that shit, even people who have, who want to do better for themselves.
Yeah.
But
it's a cold world out here, man.
But because your black ass come out and say, I made it, how come you can't make it? It's because of that. But you don't see that shit. I don't know why you don't see that shit. I mean, Candace Owen obviously don't see that shit. She's the type of bitch that don't see that shit because, she went off, got her life together, married her a fine white man.
Is she married?
She's married to a white dude.
I didn't know she was married. The laundromat cat.
Now, yeah, she's married. She's been married though. She's married to this white dude, and she spews all of his white fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
And I don't have it. The funny thing is, I don't have anything against white people.
I thought you were gonna say Candace Owens. I'm like, I do.
Oh no! Fuck that bitch. I don't have anything against white people as a whole. It's just that like because I have white friends, but I need my white friends to know that your whiteness, that your privilege infringes on my people, and your thoughts, your privileged thoughts and ideas infringe on my history.
Yeah.
My history. And because you don't know this shit because you don't have to get on Netflix and watch the 13th. You don't have to go on Netflix and watch, I'm Not Your Negro. You don't have to go on Netflix and watch Who Killed Malcolm X. You don't have to watch that shit unless you want to. No white person has to expose themselves to that shit unless you want to. Black people, we have to because we have to learn our history.
In America. Our history in America.
In America. Right. We have to know this shit. We have to learn this shit so we know where to go from here. And it's fucked up because you preach all of this, you preach against the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's like I'm not the biggest fan of the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, praise Black Lives Matter. They're gonna help us. They're gonna save us through everything. I don't believe that Black Lives Matter is gonna save us through anything. But
I don't think there is one solution to this problem because there are more than one issue.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
it all
There's so many issues.
The root cause is systemic racism.
Right. But white people, black Republicans, black conservatives, you don't have to expose yourself to this shit unless you choose to. And that's the shit that bothers me. That's the shit that really bothers me. And it's like,
I want to ask you something.
Hmm.
I want to go back to a few topics.
Okay.
So we talked about like coronavirus, and it's starting to
real.
research. Yo, do you think they should open schools in September?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's going to be difficult. The reason why I say no is because the kids, there are kids. First of all, there's like, I think in Missouri, like 84 people just got they're like, corona at once in like one setting.
Yeah, I think it was at church,
and that's a mixture, something like that, a mixture of kids and adults. So it's like, if the adults are going out there and they don't want to believe in coronavirus and wearing a mask and washing your hands, washing your ass, washing your dick or vagina.
Or vagina, got it.
No, well, I mean, washing a vagina shouldn't have to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Washing your dick has to be announced. Like, wash your dick.
Wash,
But it's understood that people washing pussies. Got it.
Yeah. Do we have to wash our dick every day?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But back to coronavirus.
Good to learn. But yeah, if the parents are going out there, because some parents might have essential jobs, some parents are working in the medical field. When you come back home, you're probably transferring that shit to the kids who are going to go into the school and bring it to another kid who's going to bring it to another kid who's going to bring it. And then the teachers too. The teachers will go out there. The teachers might have husbands or wives that go out there that have essential jobs. They got to be out there contracting the shit. And
I think just the contract tracing alone is going to would be tremendous.
Yeah.
If schools open back up and try to figure out where it came from.
Yeah.
So if one person in a class of 30, right? So one teacher, 30 students, right? One person has it, they've all been exposed.
Right.
That kid comes home, gives it to their parents.
Right.
Gives it to their siblings. Their parents go to work. Their siblings go to daycare or whatever. Yeah. And then it's just a bad fucking scenario. So I don't think they should open schools.
It's funny because the last major disaster that we had that sent us into a recession was 9/11. And
no. The subprime market crisis was after that.
It was? Well, wasn't
2008.
That wasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. But that wasn't. I'm talking about like a disaster. I mean, that shit.
Okay.
Like because, I mean, this was like 9/11 was a result of it was a result of a terrorist attack. Coronavirus was a result of an Asian attack.
Chinese flu. Yeah. I think that is so fucking ignorant to say.
It is, but it's kind of funny.
A lot of ignorance shit is funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely in the mood for some chicken wings and chicken fried rice today. And I have been in the mood for that for like a week now.
I'll order Chinese tonight. But my spot that I get General Tso's wings from, they don't deliver to my house anymore.
What?
So I had to settle with some other shit. I was like, fuck
that. Niggas got too much corona in that area.
No. So Virginia's actually doing well.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But people going to the beach now. Just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, now the beach is popping, man. The beach is popping. Yeah. I went to the beach and I was like, we need our country back.
Yo, I watched the video of some woman, white woman, of course, screaming at the top of their lungs that the government has no right to tell us to wear masks. It's leftist agenda, and this is them trying to give us the mark of the beast. And I'm like,
the mark of the beast from a mask.
I'm like, you know what? Somebody cough in my mouth. Somebody cough on this bitch.
Yo,
episode title. Somebody cough on this bitch.
It's yo, the ignorance is real, man.
Like, only in America have we turned facts into politics. So it's a leftist agenda. What? It's science.
Only in America do we just what? Even religion has become political.
Yes.
There is officially politics in religion now. And it's funny because Jehovah's Witnesses, they say we don't vote, we don't fuck with voting, we don't fuck with politics. And it's like as crazy as those niggas are, they got it right with politics. As crazy as that fucking cult is, they got it right with politics.
So the Bible does say don't involve yourselves in a matter of the law, meaning like the governing law.
Right. But see, that's, you could almost call that contradictory because it's like you still gotta obey the law. Yeah.
Jesus said, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and give God what is God's."
Right. So at the same time,
about paying taxes.
So from what I understand, part of the law the law was like the 10 Commandments.
So there's like several different laws. So yes, the law is the 10 Commandments.
Right.
The law of the land is the legal system.
Right. And at the end of the day, Jesus said, love each other. Because if you love each other, that's, that's how you, when you love each other, there's no racism.
Yeah.
There's no black on black violence. There's no white on white violence. There's no terrorism. There's no, there's no, what do you call it? It's a Bible term. When you attack genocide? People based on their religious, there's no genocide, but there's no, when you attack people based on their religious beliefs or blah 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 blah.
Shit. Now I'm like having a blank. I know it.
It's a word. It's
persecution.
A Bible term. Persecution. There you go. Thank you. There's no persecution. That's the number one law under Christ when you're a Christian, is to love each other. Now, they also may not be. I don't know if that would mean that there wouldn't be any abortion, but then that means there wouldn't be no lack of LGBT rights. There wouldn't be no lack of black rights. There wouldn't how could you build a country based on Christianity, on the Bible, that tells you to love one another and to treat your neighbor as you would want to be treated?
Yo, the reality is Christ is often left out of Christianity.
Yo, and is that not the base word?
Yeah.
In Christianity, it's crazy. It's a Christian. A Christian means you are in Christ, as a person who's in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy how this country was built on.
It's supposed to be a freedom of religious persecution, right? Because that's why the initial pilgrims fled to the new land,
right?
But a question I've always had is, How do you follow Christ, whose ministry is love and forgiveness and righteousness through love, but hate people?
That's the That's the That's the same. That's the shit that bothers me. How was this country built on Christianity? How was this country built on that Bible that literally says, love each other and treat each other as you would want to be treated? The problem with white people is, over the years, they have put violence, drugs, rape, murder on us.
Yep.
Because
they're projecting.
It's everything that they have done, and they put it on us, so it deflects off of them and the shit that they've done and the shit that they do. So now we're looked at as the problem, and the reason why they're fighting for their country, and they want to let the Confederacy, their Confederate flag is still a sign of pride, a pride of loss, pride of losing, of being a loser.
It's the heritage. They are
it's a heritage.
Losers.
It's a heritage, but it's literally everything that you've done to us. They're fighting for their country and for their whiteness. They feel like white people are losing because, like Louis Farrakhan said, they're scared that we're going to do to them, if we continue to let Black Lives Matter, the term Black Lives Matter, live, we're going to take over and do to them what they did to us.
Yeah, and it's just not true.
It's not only is it not true, it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical at its peak. Like, it's the epitome of hypocrisy. How could you come into a country, steal it, kill people, rape, and pillage? What does pillage mean?
To basically take, steal, kill, rape, rob. Okay.
Never, like, I always knew that pillage meant something like that, but I never knew like the dictionary term, like the dictionary definition of it. But rape, pillage, all of this bullshit, and then put it on us like that's what we do. Put it on Mexicans like that's what they do. Like, I've lived around. I mean, I don't live around Mexicans, but I know people that live around Mexicans.
Yeah, your mom.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you say, my mama? No.
Live around Mexicans. Question.
Yeah, I know people that live around Mexicans all day, every day. I'm in the areas where people live around Mexicans, and them niggas are to themselves most of the time. They're hard workers, and they basically work for nothing. They work for next to nothing. Like, there's, and believe me, white people, I don't like them. I don't want them around.
Oh, man.
No, but they're not people that ever really bother anybody. They're to themselves, but they are taking over. I will agree with that. They're very populative. That's a word.
Okay, but strangely, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a shame that this and white people. The funny thing is, the privileged white people don't know that that's exactly what they're fighting for, but that's what they're fighting for. Some of them don't know, and some of them do know. Some of them are blatantly like, yeah, white people are becoming scarce in this country. So these statistics that black people are only 13% of the population, it's almost bullshit to me now.
Yeah. So
we always fucking.
Well, according to Angela Stanton, 46% of the black race has been aborted. Fucking idiot.
That's horrible bullshit. Because I know. See, the funny thing is, yes, the Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood, which I think Kanye came out against recently as well.
Because that matters.
Huh? Yeah, I know, right? Planned Parenthood was originally created for, you know, some kind of black genocide, whatever.
Eugenics.
But
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
But they didn't realize that white people were gonna do it too. White people are gonna go out there and fucking kill their babies too because they can't have them.
That's just like everything, right? We like.
What did we make it cool? We made abortions cool.
I would not say that. I will not say that. But I think that, like, overall, like, it's like things have. So it's like drugs, right? Drugs were given to the black community as a cancerous thing to be able to harm the community. And then they found out that white people like opioids too. And now it's a sickness more than a criminal deviant act.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Finally be shown in its like true form, so that those people can see and understand that the harm that they've done. So real quick, I don't believe in telling someone that what they feel or what they believe is not true.
Right.
Unless you're a Scientologist.
Or white. Or white.
So, yeah. So, like, I think it's innately wrong for the majority to look at the black plight and tell us that we're making it up. And it's not real. But, like, if you give it a couple years, there's more shit that comes out like, oh, yeah, we did that too. Oh, yeah, we did that too.
You know what happens when you do that? When you start to believe that the black plight isn't real, you start to believe that slavery never really happened. Like those stupid conspiracies start to make it, start to surface in your mind. Is that slavery wasn't actually a thing when it comes to black people. And I think it's a twisted mentality, and I think it's when you actually need it's a time when you actually need to take the time to sit down and read something and watch something.
All right. So it got kind of dark. I want to move out of that and get into like the wonderful world of Wakanda. You ready?
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's do it. I'm with it. I'm so with it. Let's get into Wakanda.
All right, everybody. If you fuck with us, you stuck with us. We here for some more. Come back in the land of Wakanda where we having fun in the sun.
I ran out of liquor. I have a lot more upstairs. I spent like $100-something on liquor today.
I'm very sad. I'm drinking this nasty ass Stella. But come check for us. Come check for us when you get off the plane.
Don't go away. More trash talk coming your way after we go pee-pee.
What is it you wanted me to reconcile myself to? I was born here almost 60 years ago. I'm not going to live another 60 years. You always told me it takes time. It's taken my father's time, my mother's time, my uncle's time, my brother's and my sister's time, my nieces and my nephew's time. How much time do you want for your progress?
Welcome. You have arrived in Wakanda. Please make sure you have all of your belongings. Thank you for flying, and be prepared for some nigga shit.
Everybody, welcome back to the land of Wakanda, where the skin is melanated, the women are beautiful, and the asses are fat.
Yeah.
It's
And
me,
Kanye
the
is president.
DEP. No, he is not. Again, follow me on Twitter at DEP_sins. Yo, where you at?
ITZHOLLE on social media platforms. Let's do this, baby. We in Wakanda, nigga. We in Wakanda, nigga. But there ain't no fucking black on black crime.
Well, technically, if it's any crime, it would be black on black. But
it's just a lot of black on black fucking.
But that proves the point that crime is based on proximity, not the inherent nature of people, unless you're white.
Right. It's true.
Ooh,
because there's no such thing as racism in Wakanda. Because
random. This is real random. Yo, Pete Davidson looks like Moses. Like I was looking at this thing. I was like, "You look like the Simpson."
Yo, did you see King Staten Island?
Nah, not yet. You?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I think I gotta rent it and shit. And I always get skeptical when I gotta like rent shit.
I gotta pay for it. I got you.
Because it's like I'm already paying for Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Fucking cable.
Yep. Well, no,
So
I don't pay for that.
Yeah, but it's like but you know what it is. You know what it's like paying for it. So
yeah. Enough to make a nigga cut the cord.
Exactly. So it's like once you're telling me that I still have to buy shit to watch, I'm like, nah, man, that shit can fly. I don't give a fuck.
So what you been watching?
Yo, so I finished watching The Order. I'm telling you, The Order is a great show.
I'll pick it up and on my iPad alone. I don't want to have to do this shit.
Well, it depends, because I ended up like, so I started watching it myself, but once I got to the second season,
it's more than one season.
Yeah, 2 seasons on Netflix. Shorty started watching it, and she was like, "How could you watch this without me?" Because it's like it's a show about secret societies. You have a witchcraft secret society, and then you have a werewolf secret society. And then eventually they come together. For the second season, they come together, and it's a lot. It's a lot that goes down, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's a pretty fucking cool show. I like it a lot.
I guess I'll check it out. What else you watching?
The show called Warrior Nuns.
Yo, I heard that shit was good.
Yeah, I like it. Yo, you get captivated into in the first episode. Like immediately, the first episode gets you wrapped in.
Is it about like titties?
No, I wish.
No, I was just wondering.
But it's about it's just basically about a nunnery that fight demons.
All right.
A bunch of different nuns that fight demons, and one of the main characters is like a black woman. So, but everybody else is white. Don't worry.
Right on. So,
don't worry. Everybody else is white.
All right, but would you recommend it?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a good show.
It's a couple of new things out I want to check. Like, it's the new Jim Jeffries stand-up on Netflix.
Yes, I gotta watch that. I
watch all of them. This is just hilarious.
Yeah, I like Jim Jeffries. He's good.
Yeah. He talks about his cocaine habit a lot.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy.
Yeah. Yo, I started watching this Eric Andre stand-up.
Andre.
Yeah.
Eric Andre is that light skin.
Yeah.
Can't tell if he's black, can't tell if he's white type of
dude, he's
right?
a nigga.
Oh, you could tell. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but he's just not funny. I watched like 6 minutes of it and was very mad I couldn't get that 6 minutes back.
It's funny. I think I know exactly what Eric Andre stand-up you're talking about. It was on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on there now.
Yeah.
I pulled up my iPad just to look at what I was just watching.
Uh-huh. I think I know exactly what Eric Andre joint you were talking about. But he's like very, very light skinned, right? And he looks like, but he's been in a lot of different shit. He's been like in different like weird, quirky.
Yeah, he was on like Between Two Ferns or something.
Did you watch that Between Two Ferns with
the movie
Zach Galifianakis? Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
I didn't finish watching it because his comedy is kind of like you gotta keep up with it. It's kind of slow.
Okay, yeah.
It's slow pace. Galifianakis comedy is slow pace.
So, one of the best like between two ferns episode I seen, President Obama was on it, and he goes, "So how does it feel to be the last black president?"
Oh yes.
I was like, oh, that was pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
I watched this random show called Crazy Delicious. I watched the first episode. It's a cooking show.
Like, why does it sound like fat chicks? Oh, cooking. Okay.
And the host is a fat chick.
Mm-hmm.
But
I knew it.
I was like, it's very weird. It's like set in like the Garden of Eden, and then the three judges are considered gods, and they wear all white.
What?
I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Is that just a theme?
Yeah, that's the theme of the show.
Oh, the theme of that episode? Or?
No, the whole cooking show.
Oh, that's weird.
So there was a black guy. My nigga made a jerk watermelon.
What?
Yo, I looked at that shit and was like, I'd eat that.
Nah.
Yo, the nigga made a jerk watermelon.
Shit. That is as racist as they can get.
Yo, he was black. If it was a white guy, I'd be a little upset. But
that's as racist as they can get. Like that's as stereotypical as you can get.
Yo, I would suggest watching it.
I think that's going to be the title of the episode. Watermelon.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Yo, if someone would have said it to me like jerk watermelon, but when I saw that shit, I was like, oh, jerk watermelon. But I'm still.
First of all, how do you spice a watermelon?
He skinned it, like he peeled it, and then he like, nigga, you gotta watch it. I'm not sure.
I would have to watch it. What's the name of it again?
Crazy Delicious.
Crazy Delicious. Fat chicks.
Yo, so I'm still watching Doom Patrol. I'm in the second season.
I gotta watch that shit.
I just found out there's only 5 episodes in the second season. I'm on episode 3. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow.
You know, I like to pace this shit so I can have something to watch.
You know what's a good show that also gets you captivated in the first episode? Queen of the South.
I did not watch that. I watched Queen Sono.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was the one.
Yo,
that was the one you were watching.
She is hot.
I gotta watch that. Queen Sono. That's on Netflix?
Yeah.
It's Netflix.
And then, like, you get all the way to the last episode and you see her titties. I'm like, oh, got it. But I've been watching The Wire, too. I started over.
Yeah. What episode are you at?
I'm on, like, episode 9, season 1.
Oh, damn. You further than me. I think I left over, like, 3 or 4.
Yeah, and then, like, I'm really starting to realize that maybe it wasn't that good of a show.
You know what? I think it was the time. Thing is just a show that we needed at the time, that everything else was just that boring at that time.
And Omar, Michael K. Williams, cannot act at all. Like,
wasn't he in what was it, Gangs of New York?
Boardwalk
Empire. There you go.
He was Chalky White.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa, a black dude named Chalky White.
Yeah. Yep.
Uncle Tom. That's going to be our generation's name for Uncle Tom. I'm gonna keep that.
No. He wasn't. He was a black gangster.
Yeah, but Chalky White.
I might have made up white, but it's definitely chalky. I might have made up the white part, but it's definitely chalky.
Chalky White is definitely a good name for an Uncle Tom. But so my son loves this movie, which he gets to sit down and watch with him. Apparently, I guess once a year, because last year I watched the same movie with him and he didn't remember. This movie called Wonder.
What's that about?
it's a kid movie. It's a movie about these kids in elementary school, and this one kid basically looks like Elephant Man, not the reggae artist.
Oh, you're talking about the little boy and Julia Roberts is in it?
Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I saw that. It was good. That shit was good. That's
such a good movie. Every time, it's funny because I hadn't seen it in a long time, and my son but we have like movie days, movie nights. We pop popcorn and we sit and watch a movie. Especially once Corona came around, but we were already doing it before Corona. So it's this one part where the day, I think it was his first or second day of school, he ran to his room from the dinner table, and his mother came in the room and she sat down with him. He was like, "Why do I have to be so ugly?" Yo, that shit brings me
hurt, man.
This close to crying every time I fucking watch that movie.
Yeah, I think I shed a tear.
This fucking close to the crying, son. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, yo, I've never actually felt that way, but because he's a kid and he can express that type of feeling for himself, because I have kids, and if I had to deal with that with my own kid, I probably would try to talk to them and then go in my room and just fucking bawl.
And then go to school and fuck up these kids.
Right.
Call me.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm punching nigga in his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Then fucks father up if he's in his life.
That fucking movie gives me in all of my fucking parental emotions. That every time I watch that movie, I am at the brink. And I've never been that type of person to cry watching a movie. But that movie right there, when that kid with his with that face,
his disfiguration.
Yo, disfiguration is an understatement.
See, now you're being a piece of shit. Now you're being a piece of shit. He's a kid.
Yeah, well,
I think it's based on a true story too.
I think it is based on a true story, but his face doesn't really look like that in real life.
Oh no, it was definitely makeup and everything.
Yeah, I watched like a video on how they actually did it up, and it was like that's a serious movie, man. I would recommend that parents, people who have kids, watch that movie.
Yeah, because you have conversations with your kids like, hey, it's not okay to say mean things to people.
Right. Not only that, but it makes you realize how blessed you are to have children with 5 fingers, 5 toes, can walk, can talk, can articulate themselves, are smart, are beautiful, our
kids have 10 fingers and 10 toes.
What'd I say?
5.
I'm in on each hand.
I know. I was just like, but they're not 10 all together.
No, wait. My kids have 5 fingers and toes. That's not regular.
Between 2 hands and 2 feet, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
They walk around like the penguin.
It makes you, every time I watch that movie, I'm like, I'm so blessed that I have such beautiful kids, and you too. You have such beautiful kids. It's like
I'm gonna kick their ass though.
Yeah, I know. You always want to kick their ass, but even when you kick their ass, it's like, I'm doing this to help you.
So let me tell you this funny shit. I was just remembering when we were on break. Yeah. So I told you last episode of how my daughter is getting potty trained, and when she goes to potty, she gets a cookie.
Yeah.
We ran out of cookies.
Milk and cookie.
We ran out of cookies, right? Mm-hmm. So she goes to my wife. She goes, "Can Daddy go to the grocery store and get more?"
Oh shit!
And I was like, "You motherfuckers conspiring for cookies." I went to the grocery store and got more cookies.
Yo, them little girls are so bossy, man.
Yeah. I told you today. This morning she told me go to bed. Go back to bed.
Yeah.
You little fucker.
Yo. So my daughter, me and Shorty be in the living room. Me and Princess will be in the living room, and my daughter be in her room because she has her own room, and she just we let her do whatever the fuck she wants as long as she doesn't bring her toys into the living room, into the hallway, because all I do is trip over them, step on them, and break them.
That's about right. Sounds like dad shit.
Yeah. So she'll be in her room, and then there'll be like a loud crash, and then Princess would be like, we'll call her, and she'll just be like, no, no.
Wasn't me. Like, you're in the room alone. Who the fuck was it?
Right. It's crazy, yo. The little girls, man.
Yo, at least you get that. So I'm okay.
I wish I could get I'm okay. I wish.
So,
shit, man.
In the kids' room, we have cameras in their room.
So I need cameras. That's what I need to do.
I can check I'll send you the link of what we have.
Okay, please do, because I need to get on that shit, especially for her. My son, I don't want to know what he does in his room.
He's at that age. You don't want to watch.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He'll either be sticking his finger in his ass or
what?
Or fucking, playing with his little peenie.
Hey, I don't want to talk any more about this. I'm feeling like Jeff Epstein. No, I don't want to talk about this. No.
R.I.P.
So, rest in hell, piece of shit. So, everybody, we want to introduce some new stuff right now. And right now, we're going to play a classic game. And this one, we won't drink today. But we will, going forward with our Sorry I'm Not Sorry shot glasses.
Yeah, because I'm already drinking.
Never have I ever. So, the rules of the game simple. One person says never have I ever. They state something. If the person has not done it, then they lose a round. If they've done it, then you move forward and shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So, let's do 2 and 2.
How dirty can we get?
It's our podcast. I would assume that it's fucking dirty as shit.
Yeah. Is it gonna get us on the couch?
So my wife doesn't listen to the podcast anymore, so I don't give a fuck.
Not either.
So I'll go first.
Okay.
Never have I ever had sex with a white woman. Are you drinking?
I'm drinking.
Okay.
I had a baby one.
Well, okay.
Technically, she's half. But
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If you looked at her, you couldn't tell.
Yeah, the freckles. All right, you go now.
Never have I ever. Mess with a married chick.
Oh no.
No.
No. That was a good segue.
Yeah.
All right.
I almost did.
Never have I ever had sex with a hooker.
No, never did. Never did. And I can't say almost did, but I definitely thought about it.
I mean, technically we all pay for pussy, but I've never entered a formal arrangement with a woman who is selling pussy, and she was like, "My pussy is $75." No.
No. So let me think. Never have I ever. Never have I ever had sex with a woman with a random.
I don't know.
On vacation.
Oh, on vacation?
Yeah.
No. because I don't go on vacation. So
I don't mean now, of course, not now.
No, in general, like I never believed in vacation because I was waiting for this insurmountable success.
Yeah.
Then I got married, had kids. Yeah. So I never really went on vacation. All right, cool. So everybody, I want y'all to send us questions, tweet us questions, all that, and we can play. And then I want to turn this into a group effort where we get on Zoom and we drink and we take shots.
Yeah.
And if the time is right, maybe I'll send you a send shot glass.
Damn right. Damn right.
So you said something really interesting about having sex with a married woman. Let's talk about Jada Pinkett Smith.
Ooh.
Alcina.
That nigga Augie Doggy. Remember Augie Doggy from Boomerang?
Yes. I'm thinking Boomerang movie. You're talking about the channel.
No, yeah, the channel.
I was like, wait.
Yeah. So, the last episode, we talked about the fact that Augie Doggy came out and said that he gave himself so much to his relationship with Jada Pinkett that he could have died. Not only that, but Will Smith gave him his blessing. So
there's a lot of things wrong with the statement, you bitch.
Excuse me. So can I play? Do you want to talk about it first, or should I play a response first?
Play it.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Let me get it up real quick. So it's.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. That's what she said. So this is just like a brief. This wasn't the whole 12-minute, thing that they did. But
that shit was way too long for her to just get to the point and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, to be honest. And then, but the funny thing is, when I saw it, I was like, "That's it." You can see it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's a black screen, but I can see a mouse moving.
Okay. Here we go.
As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Little niggas, messing with little niggas.
I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
It's a homo.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Don't call it an entanglement.
Yes.
I'm reserving all my comments until the end of the video.
Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken.
That's because his dick was so big.
Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized
I'm very upset with you about that.
You can't find happiness outside of yourself. And
Splitting
luckily
that.
enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency.
Stop this shit.
Which is another thing that
Yo, there is so much wrong with her.
Yeah.
I was healing him.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No. I
watched
got to the point.
Yo, I watched the whole thing, and it absolutely seemed like Will had the upper hand here. He was like, Yo, I was ready to get rid of your ass.
Bitch,
I was
be
ready.
gone.
Right. I was ready to tell you to get the fuck out of here and go do you. And I thought that was amazing. I thought that was an amazing point for Jada and Will, who are like the epitome of like Black Hollywood's relationship goals.
So first off, this is what I found like really problematic with the video. I wanted to heal him. Bitch, you just sucked his dick.
Yeah,
Let's be honest here.
Exactly.
Like, you wanted to heal him? No, go to hell, man.
Yeah.
Secondly, like, watching, like, her demeanor, she, like, never really, like, took accountability at all.
She did. She tried her best.
I got into an entanglement.
Yeah. She
you
tried her
fucked
best.
That young boy.
You were, yeah. You seen that picture of his dick that he showed Angela Yee and the rest of them on what's the name of their podcast?
Lip Service.
Lip Service. Yeah, well, Lip Service. And you gave him lip service on that.
Yeah, I feel like, and then like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at Will's face during the whole like conversation, it's like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna get you back. He said, I'm gonna get you back, and she was like, yeah, I think you've got me back. You've got me back already. I think you have it. He was like, yeah, maybe you're right. And she was like, yeah, but it's not really about getting people back. And he was like, for me, it is.
and he kept saying, I'm serious.
Yeah, the nigga was not playing. The nigga wasn't playing the whole time because he was probably like, behind the scenes, behind this whole red table talk, fucking social media, fucking bullshit. He was probably like, bitch, you fucked up.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised by
fucking this nigga who was gonna go online and tell all of our fucking business. You dumb fucking bitch.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised by 2021 and if they're divorced.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. The funny thing is, because at this point it's like I said, Will and Jada have been the Black Hollywood epitome of relationship goals. They're like the J and B of Black Hollywood. But
are J and B in Hollywood though?
Yeah, but they're artists, so it's kind of like music.
So it's the music genre of it.
Right.
Okay.
And they're actors. You know, Will and Jada are actors. So
let's be honest. How many good movies have you seen with Jada Pinkett in it? I'll wait.
Was she in Low Down Dirty Shame?
For a little bit.
I liked her in that. She was in
Set It Off.
Yeah, I don't really remember Set It Off, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie.
And she was good in Different World.
That's not a movie.
I know, but it's still acting.
I mean, Girls Trip was okay.
Girls Trip was good. She was good in Girls Trip.
Yeah, but it was Regina Hall. Really?
And she was okay in Gotham.
Yeah.
I didn't like her part because I'm looking like
I watched the first season. I was like, nah, I'm good.
I'm looking in Batman, and I'm like, who the fuck is this Fish? What was her name? Fish. Hold on, I'm about to look at it now.
Yeah. And like,
who the fuck is Fish Mooney? I never heard of this bitch in fucking in Batman. And Batman's my favorite character.
Yeah, but this is pre-Batman.
It was pre-Batman, but still. So was the Joker. So was Penguin. So was Riddler. They were all pre-Batman.
Sure.
So what the fuck? Where the fuck did Fish Mooney come from? She was obviously some shit that they had to put into effect. That she was basically the person who made Penguin.
Yeah. But that was creepy. The Penguin's fat. Who is this skinny guy?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to have his eating disorder.
Flipper? I was gonna say his flipper.
Yeah, no, his eating disorder.
Yo, the best Batman, now that I think about it, is the Batman. Batman Begins with Michael Keaton.
and what's his
Danny
name from
DeVito.
Taken?
No.
Wait, you said which one?
Batman Begins. That's the one where Michael Keaton was Batman, Danny DeVito was the Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman.
Oh yes. That was Batman Forever.
Was it?
Yeah. That one was Batman Forever, and I love that one. Batman Begins was one of the Christian Bale joints.
Nah, because it was all Dark Knight. Everything was Dark Knight. It was the Dark Knight Rises, and Dark Knight Begins, maybe?
Nah, Batman Begins was definitely Christian Bale. Batman Forever was the one with Danny DeVito and
yeah, you're right. That's definitely it.
I liked the one with Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
No, with Val Kilmer? That shit was horrible.
Val Kilmer. I like that one, and that was the one where where Robin. Who was which one was that? That wasn't bad.
No, that was Batman Forever. Let's look this up. Val Kilmer, Batman.
I liked Batman and Robin. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Batman and Robin. That was the one with
George Clooney. That was George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, and Alicia Silverstone. Alicia
Silverstone was Batman and Robin. That was the one with Arnold
Schwarzenegger and Vivica Fox.
I like that one too. I like that. That was one of my favorite. Uma Thurman. That's when she had Bane in there. I like that one. That was one of my favorites too. And then what was the Batman with?
Batman Forever is the one with Val Kilmer.
Okay, so then I'm right.
So Batman Begins is probably the one with Michael Keaton.
Hold on. We got to look this up. Hold on. Batman
Begins.
No, I saw Batman Begins, and that's the one. That's definitely one with Christian Bale.
It is in 2005.
You said, and it's somebody who's listening is probably shouting at us right now. Batman, Michelle Pfeiffer. Let's see. Batman Returns.
Yes,
that was it.
I know it was a fucking
Michelle
verb.
Pfeiffer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken was in there?
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
He was the dude that threw Michelle Pfeiffer out the window.
Yeah, I'm not showing myself to be the best Batman fan right now, but I am literally. I love everything Batman.
So, during all of the Batman series, there was a lot of inconsistency. So in the original Batman with Jack Nicholson, the movie, they said the Joker killed his parents.
Right.
In the movie with Tommy Lee and Val Kilmer, they say Two-Face killed his parents.
Right.
So, but Two-Face didn't exist until Harvey Dent had the accident.
Right.
Which is way after his parents
This is after
died.
he was already Batman. Yeah, he was already like fully in Batman.
They totally fucked that up.
But speaking of Batman, August Alsina did not play himself to be like a Batman character at all. So it's funny because me and Shorty were talking about this. Me and Preston were talking about this, and we were like, "Yo, there would have been any nigga in the world." Because so what we were saying was August Alsina didn't play his part as a side nigga.
No, not at all.
The way he was supposed to. We're
Catch
talking about
and go on. He acting like a fucking
like a bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna call him some kind of thought, some kind of clout chasing thought.
He was a bitch. No, it wasn't even clout chasing because he was so. What I was saying before was that he was a damaged nigga, and Jada Pinkett was the one to reach out to him and try to help him. But apparently, what we ended up, and I'm like, what he did was he turned it into a relationship because he, because he was damaged and he needed to be helped.
Yeah, he
And
wanted to latch on, and Jada wanted to be a mama.
And the problem was what we just found out was at the time, Will and Jada was going through it in their relationship. They were separating.
Yeah.
So what she did was,
or in Will's wrong words, I ain't want nothing to do with you.
Right, yo. It was so funny. That whole situation was funny because Will was literally like, I was giving your ass the boot. Like, he was like, I didn't give a fuck about you, Jada. Like, you were just another bitch at that point.
You belong to the streets. I'm gonna tweet that.
I'm gonna send you to Pop, bitch. So
y'all niggas rekindle that in heaven.
Right. So it seemed like what she did was turn him into a I can save him, I can help him type of relationship to let me fuck this nigga back to reality. And I know there's there's women that do that shit.
There's bitches, I mean women. That was great.
That do that shit. And then when the nigga does them dirty is when they're like, why did I even, I'm a victim. Why did I mess with this nigga in the first place? Yeah. But you picked him, bitch.
So for me, like, there's a couple things like fundamentally wrong. Like, one, you do not go after a married woman, sir. I don't care if she is separated until like a divorce is final. She's not single.
Right.
And then like the way he caught immense feelings, which okay, sometimes you can't.
We're talking Jada Pinkett.
Oh no, I'm talking August.
No, I'm saying, but if you're gonna fall for you talking Jada Pinkett falling for feelings over August or August falling for feelings over her?
I'm talking about August falling for her.
Right, because we're talking about Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
Who's not gonna fall for Jada Pinkett?
Me. She's married.
Yeah. You're so right. I'm glad you said that because I was saying the same thing. And I was like, first of all, I'm not that attracted to Jada Pinkett. I think she's a beautiful black woman, but I'm not that attracted to her. But I know a lot of niggas who would play their part as a side nigga to be able to be, there's niggas that will work their 9 to 5 and they will work their 9 to 5 all week and go and on weekends go be her fucking pool boy
and work her walls.
Just to be that side nigga.
Yo, I just think the whole situation is fucked up. I think that she put Will in a real fucked up place by having him sit across the table.
Right.
Talk about her entanglement.
And women do that.
Suck his dick.
Right.
It ain't entanglement. Yo, like, let's be honest here. Like, we're not entangled. No, we're not caught in the net.
Right.
We're not tied up together. Yeah. We're not like in like some weird Kama Sutra position. No, maybe. But like, you sucked his dick.
Yeah.
And then at first you lied about it. And then you said, I was trying to heal him.
I was trying to heal him. You were trying to heal his
pussy
penis.
Ain't that special.
Well, then we got to go back to what I said in the first half about your pussy being as much as your income. And we're talking about Jada Pinkett. Her income is just, you have to count Will's income with hers because they're married.
Hers is a 10th. Her worth is a 10th of what Will is worth.
We'll give her a 10th.
No, I checked that out. She's worth 50. He's worth 500.
Okay, so that makes sense. So you're fucking $50 pussy right there, $50 million pussy right there.
Okay.
August barely makes $50,000.
Yeah, I would say that as a true statement.
Or let me say 500,000 because he is an artist. I don't know what type of money he's making. 50,000 is not a lot of money.
Can you name an August Alsina song?
Shit, I probably could have if I wasn't drinking.
I can't, and I'm not drinking.
But he has 27 songs on his latest album, which I think he was using this story to sell to buy, for people to pay just to his album.
And ain't nobody listen to it.
No, I listened to the first 2 records and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm too intimidated by the other 25 records. I can't listen to this whole shit.
Like, I don't want to commit, so I'm just not gonna listen to it at all.
Yeah, I was never a fan of his music. I'm not, and I'm not fronting now because of all of that, everything that's going on. I've never been a fan of Olga Alsina like that. I've always felt bad for him because I knew he was going through shit.
Yeah, I know he has health issues.
Right.
And like he was going blind and he was like, he was dealing with a lot. I definitely feel
I've always had empathy for him.
Compassion or empathy for people in like health related situations.
And I've always wanted him to win because he was going through the shit that he was going through, because he doesn't suck to me. And I think he can sing for the most part. I'm just not a fan. And
so no. Yeah. I was just gonna say let's nip Alsina in the bud.
In the dick.
And the bud. And let's play Millionaire Matchmaker.
Okay. Yeah, let's join Will's side because fuck, because Will's the victim here.
He is.
Will Smith is obviously the victim here. You can see in his face. You can see in his
right in his eyebrow area. It was like, oh.
Yo, he had the face that told that brought me back to that episode of Fresh Prince. That classic episode. He was like, how come she don't want me, man?
So I think there's like a viral video of like a cutover between that interview and the "Why Don't You Want Me?" So Millionaire Matchmaker. I said that Will Smith should call Sanaa Lathan. She's single. And they be cute together.
That's nice. I think I may be a little jaded. Jaded. That
I hope you're not jaded.
I can be. I'm not really attracted to her, but I'll be her gardener. But I think a lot of these movies in the past. Will Smith. Some of my favorite Will Smith movies, is includes him being with a white woman.
Well, he never has a black leading lady.
No, never.
Except for maybe 7 pounds with Rosario Dawson. But
7 pounds. Well, what about?
She's Hispanic?
Oh no, he wasn't married in Pursuit of Happiness. Was he?
No. Yeah, he was. Dandy Newton was his ex-wife.
Dandy's nice.
You know what it is? You gotta catch on angles.
Yeah, that's true.
Like sometimes she looks really old, sometimes she looks hot. It's like her angles. You gotta catch on the right angle.
Gotta catch on the right angle. That's the same thing I said about Lizzo.
No. Ain't no angle to that. Who you hooking Will up with?
I think he needs a nice. I think he needs a nice Charlize Theron white woman. I don't know if she's married or not.
I didn't like them in
Hancock.
Hancock, yeah. No.
I like a Charlize Theron type of woman for him.
What about Paula Patton?
I think Paula Patton is out of his. She's not in a tax bracket.
Well,
neither was Jada, to be honest, but
yeah, for that matter. Aside from like worth, like I think I don't know.
I think he would have been cool with like no, not really. I was gonna say like a Simone Disick. That's
nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I was gonna say Alfred Woodard, but no. That's just disrespectful to the king. Maybe
Let me think.
I'm trying to think. Maybe Regina Hall.
I don't think their personalities might actually match pretty good. You know who he should get with? He should get with Tyra. He got a great relationship with her.
You talk about the show.
Yeah, I think him but they were friends though. In Fresh Prince.
They got into a relationship at one point, or they kissed or something.
Maybe. I don't think so. So I think a lot of people would be like, why the fuck am I forgetting her name? The one who he was with in Fresh Prince.
Nia Long?
Nia Long. I think a lot of people would say Nia Long.
Some people said that to me. I was like, nah, Lisa did my nigga Will dirty. No, thank you.
Yeah, I can't see a Nia Long. What about Karen Parsons?
Nah.
Hillary.
She aged kind of bad.
She did.
There's a new Netflix movie coming out next week with Nia Long and Omar Epps.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and it's like a thriller where he starts to stalk her after having an affair. How about that?
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw the trailer this morning. I was like, oh, add this to the queue when it comes out.
I think Will should go get him a nice Jessica Biel type of white woman.
Like Eva Mendes?
Nah, Mendes is Spanish. She's not white.
But she's white. She's like European Spanish, I thought.
Yeah, that is kind of white. Spanish.
No, it is white, not kind of.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe an Eva Mendes.
What about Taraji?
You know, I can go for Taraji because Taraji, like Jada, I would feel like Jada and Taraji kind of have like the same type of wavelength.
Yeah, they energy the same.
Right.
That'd be a good fight, though.
It would be. So I could see Taraji. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Come on, Will. Let's do something for you, man. I'm not, I don't want to shit on Jada, but I kind of do.
I was gonna say I do.
Yeah, I kind of do.
She's entangled. Tell her to straighten her cords out and get the fuck out.
Right. I'm telling you, they're in the house. He's in the house telling her right now, bitch, you fucked up. Because you fucked this lame.
I think you better leave me alone. Alone. Pack
Get your bags. And get the hell alone. Because I don't want you
no more. It's real. It's real. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you.
That's her. I'm not going.
Yeah, but she gotta go.
She do gotta go.
The kids is
because
grown.
Of course, it would be her to say some shit like, if we married, you could be on one side of the house with one chick, I could be on the other side of the house with somebody else, but we here.
Yeah, because she knew she was fucking August.
Right. Yo, buggy.
It's getting late, bro. Yeah. Listeners, I want everybody to tweet me, at me, who you think makes a good couple with Will Smith, because clearly Jada Smith ain't it. Again, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DEP_sins. Again, if you fuck with us, you stuck with us, come back for some more. Turn it over to my best friend. What up?
ITZHOLLE, all social media platforms. Check me out, man. Check out Sins Podcast on IG, Sins_podcast on Twitter.
That's us.
Sins Podcast. We the letter R Sins Podcast on Facebook. Follow us, man. Follow all of our networks. Check out CUNY Radio. I also co-host on there, talking some crazy shit.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So
and one more thing that I forgot. That's right. Nah, I forgot. Everybody, we out.